o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, boys and girls. It's time for the Tokyo Series. You're listening live, and the scene is Tokyo, Japan, where we're set to bring you pitch by pitch, play by play of the first game of the 2025 season. The Chicago Cubs and Los Angeles Dodgers are set to do battle Yamamoto versus Imanaga. It should be a great one. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. Here are your starting lineups for the first game of the 2025 season. Leading off and playing designated hitter Shohei Ohtani, followed by Tommy Edman, who's batting second, playing second. Kike Hernandez is batting third and in right field. If you missed the news, it is a late scratch. Freddie Freeman is not in the lineup. Mookie Betts was already set not to be in the lineup. He went back to the States with an illness. Freddie Freeman, it's undisclosed, but it's assumed that it's still bothersome with that ankle injury that he had in the World Series. Batting cleanup and behind home plate, Will Smith. Batting fifth, the third baseman, it'll be Max Muncy. Kike Hernandez will take over at first base and back sixth. Michael Conforto is now in the lineup and batting seventh and in left field. Miguel Rojas is batting eighth and playing short. And Alan Paez is batting ninth and in center field. On the mound for the LA Dodgers, it's Yamamoto. Yoshinobu Yamamoto versus Shota Imanaga. Two countrymen here in Tokyo, Japan, ready to square off. Leading off for the Chicago Cubs in the first inning. And playing left field, it's Ian Happ. He'll be followed up by another countryman, Seiya Suzuki, the designated hitter. Kyle Tucker, batting third, playing right. And Matt Bush is at first base and batting cleanup. The rookie top prospect Shaw is at third base and batting fifth. Dansby Swanson batting sixth and playing short. Pete Crow Armstrong is in center field and batting seventh. Amaya is behind home plate and batting eighth. And John Birdie, ex-Miami Marlin, is batting ninth and playing second. We are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of the Cubs and Dodgers. We were going to do a traditional pregame show, and then Dave Roberts did not get his lineup in early enough. So what ends up happening is we had to rewrite the lineup, and it caused some confusion. So real quick, I'm just going to go over a couple of things as opposed to what we did have planned. Our apologies. But the original lineup was in all the way till about 5:30, 5:40, and then Dave Roberts finally put in his lineup. I guess he was hoping against hope that there was going to be an addition to the, he was hoping that Freddie Freeman would give it a go, but I don't think that was ever realistically a possibility. You got Imanaga versus Yamamoto, and when you look at the Dodgers lineup, essentially what you have here is their two best hitters not in the lineup, or at least two of their best three. Obviously, Shohei Ohtani is in the lineup. So our pick to click today, we're going to go with Tommy Edman on the Dodgers side. He is 2 for 3 lifetime against Imanaga with 2 home runs. Remember, they used to play in the same division, Edman coming over from the Cardinals. As far as on the Cubs side, not many have seen Yamamoto, and the ones that have not really had many at-bats, only a couple. So we're just going to take a stab in the dark, and we'll go with the left-handed bat of Kyle Tucker and say that he clicks today for the Dodgers. Bill Miller is behind home plate tonight calling balls and strikes. I'm saying tonight because it's tonight in Tokyo, Japan. And depending where you are right now, the sun has not cracked the sky. So either way you look at it, it's tonight. First base umpires Mike Estabrook. Lance Barrett is at second, and John Lipka is at third. See who we have in the chat so far. I know people are going to be joining in as this game gets warming up. It's a weird time, but you got to realize it's 7 p.m. local time in Tokyo, Japan, so it's a perfect time to play the game. Good to see you, Robert. Good to see you, Barry. I believe David and Hellion. So a few people who are up this morning. When I saw Hellion's post, I thought maybe it was from late last night, but I see it's from actually almost 5 o'clock this morning. So we're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, opening series. I know it's not quite opening day. A quick note, as of right now, we're not bringing tomorrow's game because I got to be at two places at one time, and I don't see how I'm going to be able to chef it up and call play-by-play at the same time. So unless something changes over the next several hours, we will not be doing tomorrow's game, but we're bringing today's game to you, and we can't wait. An absolute pleasure. It is opening series, Cubs, Dodgers. Let's get it. Here are your 2025 National League Central PECOTA projections. Projected in last place in the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds at 74.9 wins, 87.1 losses. In fourth, it's the Pittsburgh Pirates, 75.5 wins to 86.5 losses. St. Louis Cardinals are projected at 77.7 wins and 84.3 losses. And the Milwaukee Brewers, defending division champions, are projected to just miss the 80 mark at 79.8 with 82.2 losses. And the Chicago Cubs are being projected to run away with the NL Central at 91.5 wins and 70.5 losses. Your Braves Country Radio predictions for 2025 in the NL Central. Finishing in last place, give me the St. Louis Cardinals. They'll struggle to get above the 72-win mark. Coming in fourth, I'll take an improved Pittsburgh Pirates team to just be under 500 with 79 wins. Give me the Milwaukee Brewers to take a step back and be right around 500. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt and see 82 wins. And the Cincinnati Redlegs to finish in second in the NL Central. A good young core takes the next step and finishes just above 500 with 82 to 83 wins. The Chicago Cubs will win the NL Central, but not by a landslide. Give me the Cubs to win the Central, getting it done with 86 wins. And that's your Braves Country Radio 2025 PECOTA projections. Make sure to tune in Braves Country Radio's 2025 preview show. We'll do predictions for all 30 Major League Baseball teams, give you our picks for division winners, wild card teams in the National League and American League, along with MVP and Cy Young predictions. That's right here on Braves Country Radio. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA. Here are your 2025 National League West PECOTA projections. Sitting in last place and expected to have one of the worst records in all of baseball, the Colorado Rockies are projected at 54.6 wins, 107.4 losses. The San Francisco Giants are looking at fourth place with 78 wins and 84 losses. While the San Diego Padres are coming in at 86.7 wins and 75 losses. Arizona, the Diamondbacks are expected with 87.4 wins and 74.6 losses. And the LA Dodgers are being projected at 104 wins and 58 losses. Braves Country Radio 2025 NL West predictions look like this. We'll keep the Rockies in last place, hovering around 58 or 59 wins. The San Diego Padres will continue to look to sell off and could hurt them at the trade deadline. So we'll put them at fourth place, coming in with about 75 to 78 wins. We'll put the San Francisco Giants in third and look for them to flirt with the wild card at around 80 to 81 wins. The Arizona Diamondbacks will be looking up at the Dodgers like the rest of the baseball world with about 86 wins. We'll have the Dodgers at about 102 as they take the foot off the gas heading towards October. And that's your Braves Country Radio 2025 Pacoda projections. Make sure to tune in Braves Country Radio's 2025 preview show. We'll do predictions for all 30 Major League Baseball teams, give you our picks for division winners, wild card teams in the National League and American League, along with MVP and Cy Young predictions. That's right here on Braves Country Radio.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Play ball!
Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
You're in Braves country.
I love this city. It's a fact.
Welcome in, y'all. Glad to see everybody. We didn't really have a, we started to play that one, but we didn't really have an opening soundbite for this series, so I decided to pull the plug on that. So real quick on roll call. Good to see you, Robert. Good to see you, Gary the Real McCoy. Scott Weaver, good to see you. Says tickets are $3,700 for the nosebleed section. Wow. Robert, good to see you. Scott. Barry. David. Hell yeah, I think we've got everybody so far. We're about to put the Facebook crowd in here and a couple other. So we're just about to go live on the radio around this great country as we're coming in. Jason from CBS was telling me we were in 16 different markets this morning with the Tokyo series. Highly anticipated Imanaga versus Yamamoto, and it's going to be great because the Dodgers are the road team in this game, and so the very first at bat will be Imanaga versus Ohtani. and how much it really can't get any better that for the country of Japan to see two of their best players go at it to start the season. Imanaga is heading to the mound to do his final warm-up tosses. The Cubs are in their classic home Cubs attire with the blue pinstripes, white pants, white shirt, blue pinstripes on both, Cubs on the chest, Cubs logo on the chest with the blue circle around it and in red Cubs inside. Blue ball caps and the classic Cubs C on the ball cap, and the Dodgers are in their classic road grays with Dodgers across the chest in blue. Gray shirts, gray pants, blue ball cap, and LA in white on the helmet and on their caps when they hit the field. We are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of Dodgers-Cubs, the first series of the 2025 season. We are waiting for the final pitches, final warm-up tosses by Imanaga. And it'll be a lefty-lefty matchup, Ohtani versus Imanaga. Of course, opening day is just 9 days away. I think Robert mentioned that. We'll have the Braves-Padres here at 4:10 Eastern that day. We'll come on the air actually at noon that day to preview the series. We're going to be doing that every series this year. Coming on at noon lunchtime to preview the upcoming series. So we'll start it off on opening day. If you do miss it, we will replay it going into the game that afternoon or that evening, depending on the case. But if you catch it live, you'll be able to ask specific questions, etc. If not, then just catch the replay. Ohtani is coming to the plate. We're going to see, I'm not sure if they're going to have it over in Japan, but we're going to see if they have the 3D motion. So we're going to, usually has to wait a couple of pitches, almost a half inning, I think is what it cost, is what it took last year, I should say. As they had a guest speaker come very close to the on-deck circle, and I think he essentially said play ball. And we are set, and yes, sir, it is baseball time in the country of Japan. First pitch on the way from Imanaga to Shohei Ohtani is right there, first strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 kicks and fires. Down and away. 1-1. The 1-1 count. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch on the way. Swing. That ball's chopped over to second. Should be an easy play. Birdie to Bush. 4-3 put out, one away, and the 2025 season is officially underway with your first statistic of the year. That'll bring up Tommy Edman. Edman digs in, lefty-righty matchup, first pitch on the way. Down and in for a ball, it's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss over the top. 1-1. Doesn't appear they have the 3D going, but we're going to continue to check back with it as the game progresses. So 1-1 count. Lefty-righty matchup. Tommy Edman hit 6 home runs last year. The 1-1. Swung on, popped up. Can of corn, who wants it? Camping underneath it is Bush, the first baseman. He'll make the catch. F3 in your scorecard. 1 down. 2 down, excuse me. It's early. Welcome in, Brooke, in Australia. That'll bring Kike, excuse me, that is not Kike, that is Teoscar Hernandez to the plate. Lefty-righty matchup. Imanaga kicks and fires the first pitch. It's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Imanaga, 8th pitch of the game. Swing, that ball sliced back foul. So an 0-2 count. Cubs nothing, Dodgers nothing. Just getting going here. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Imanaga gets his first strikeout, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country Radio, bringing you the Cubs and Dodgers 2025 opener.
How did he treat you? Like, where is he going?
In the garbage.
Where does he belong?
With me.
Did you know in Field of Dreams, the mysterious voice that speaks to Ray is listed in the closing credits as himself, and the actor behind the voice has never been revealed. A lot of names have been thrown around as the man behind the voice, like the star of the movie Kevin Costner, or the actor who plays Shoeless Joe Jackson, Ray Liotta. The author of the novel the movie is based on, W.P. Kinsella, has said that he was told the voice was Ed Harris, the famous actor and husband of Amy Madigan, the woman who plays Annie in the movie. But director Phil Alden Robinson has said that although he's heard a lot of names, none of them have ever been correct. Who was the man behind the voice that said the famous line, "If you build it, he will come"? The last shot in the movie where we see all the cars lined up trying to get to the field was all done practically. The production team worked with the town to get as many lights shut off as possible to get the required darkness. They also had about 2,000 cars participate in that traffic line. To be able to speak to all the extras at once, the director's instructions were actually broadcast through a local radio station. And one of those instructions was for the cars to flash their high beams on and off to make it seem like there was more movement than there actually was.
Funny story about me. If you're a jackass who parks halfway into the next parking spot because you don't want someone parking next to you, I have a tiny car. I'm gonna be the jackass that makes sure we both fit in the one spot.
Baseball has these absolutely unique sounds. The sounds of spring, of summer, drift out across the fields. You know, the sound of the ball against the bat is absolutely extraordinary. I don't know any American male that doesn't hear that in the springtime and get called back to some moment in the past or summer days in the past.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. Welcome back. Yamamoto set to bring you the first pitch, and he immediately needs time, so we'll reset here. And they're actually giving, it looks like he's giving a ball to start the season, so just like that, we're already starting it. So it's a 1-0 count is what we're being told. Dodgers catcher Will Smith is arguing it. It's a strange way to start the season, but that's what we've got. There's still a delay. I'm not sure what the delay is with the continued delays. You'd think they would just move on. And Will Smith's saying that he didn't have the pitch comm. But you have to alert the umpire. You can't use that as an excuse once you don't have it. So that's what the issue is. The 1-0 pitch is down and in. For a ball, it's 2-0. 97 miles an hour, just misses. So a strange way to start our season, but that's all right. The 2-0. 98 just misses. 3-0. Now, obviously, we won't have the ABS system here in play because this is a regular season game that counts in the standings. The 3-0. Fastball right there on the outer edge, 97 miles an hour, 3-1. Dodgers nothing, Cubs nothing. I know a lot of y'all are just waking up here in the States. A lot of folks are already awake all around the world. 3-1, 98 miles an hour just below the knees. That looked a touch low. 3-2. That is definitely one that on a ABS system, I think you would have seen a challenge by Hap. The payoff pitch by Yamamoto. Fastball outside, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. One on, nobody out. Seiya Suzuki will come to the plate. So he gets a round of applause from this home crowd here in Tokyo, Japan. First pitch on the way. Swing, 97 miles an hour. Rattled it back against the backstop. It's 0-1. Yamamoto coming straight for Suzuki, and he was ready to swing. The 0-1. Righty. The pitch from Yamamoto. Tried to get him to chase that splitter. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Pitch on the way, swung on, broken bat, popped up into shallow short, drifting over, making the catch is Rojas, one away. One down. And that'll bring Kyle Tucker to the plate. The big acquisition of the offseason by the Chicago Cubs. Got him in a trade with the Houston Astros, sending Paredes and several other pieces back and forth between Houston and Chicago. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Time is called once again by home plate umpire Bill Miller. I think that time he was just giving a warning that he's got to be engaged. That's the part of this rule that I just do not like. I think it's kind of goofy. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Fastball, P at the knees, 97 miles an hour, 0-2. So an 0-2 count, runner on first, one out. Capacity crowd here in Tokyo, Japan. Yamamoto looks over his shoulder. Staring back the runner at first. The 0-2 to Tucker. Swing. Comebacker towards the mound. Yamamoto thinks about going to second, but he'll flip it over to first, 2 away. On the play, Hap gets down to second into scoring position, but there are 2 out. So that'll bring the left-handed bat of Bush to the plate. Bush takes his first swing and a hack and a miss. A fastball right there at the knees. Looked like the two-seamer. It's 0-1. 93 miles an hour at the knees. Had a little bit of movement on it. His top fastball usually goes around 96 to 98. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chase that splitter down. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Kicks and fires. Tried to get him to chase that splitter once again. 1-2. Cubs nothing, Dodgers nothing. Yo Lavani asking if the Dodgers went 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. The 1-2 swung on and lifted into center field. Should be playable. It is. F8 in your scorecard as Paez drifts over, makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. Cubs put one on but can't get him across. We'll head to the second. 0-0 your score.
Can someone please tell me at what age do men start scream sneezing?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. 1278. Wait, what happened? 1278. I ain't even ordered yet, big bro. 1278. Pull to the window. Well, let me get a double Western bacon cheese. Yes. A double Western bacon cheeseburger, extra barbecue sauce with 3 tenders, 2 ranch, and 2 barbecue sauces. Why'd you plan Trail Demetrius Jefferson? Well, damn, baby. How you know it's me? You only come to my drive-thru setting. You're at 2:55 p.m. And I can smell that cheap-ass roast cologne. Hey, you good, baby. You need a raise. But, yeah, let me get that, chocolate shake. Yeah, let me get a chocolate shake. You know one of the chocolate shakes since you know everything? Yeah, let me add a chocolate shake. This window, stop playing with me. I just clocked in. And you lactose intolerant. 1278, pull up to this window. And you good. You good, baby.
On the outside, with the tattoos and the piercings and wearing mostly black, I look like a badass. But on the inside, I'm having a panic attack in the Trader Joe's because there's too many people in one aisle.
Despite growing professionalism, the pure game survived in thousands of small towns all across the country. Sam Crawford, who would one day become one of the best outfielders in the game, first played on a traveling town team from Wahoo, Nebraska.
I remember when I made my first baseball trip, a bunch of us from around Wahoo made a trip overland in a wagon drawn by a team of horses. I think there were 11 or 12 of us. One of the boys was a cornet player, and when we'd come to a town, he'd whip out that cornet and sound off. People would all come out to see what was going on, and we'd announce that we were the Wahoo team and were ready for the ball game.
Welcome back to Cubs Dodgers. First pitch on the way is down and away from Imanaga. Lefty-righty matchup. Will Smith, your batter. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Splitter over the top. 1-1. Producer Jason told me to tell whoever first mate is that they won't be allowing him to play spoiler, so he did put him in timeout, and it'll get more increase as we go on. The 1-1 down and in, 2-1, rightfully so. It's a 2-1 count. Swing, chops it foul on your instep, 2-2. It's right there on your screen, Cabernet. Dodgers nothing, Cubs nothing. A 2-2 count to Smith. Muncy stands on deck. Pitch just misses. Ball 3-2. So a full count. Left-handed Muncy on deck. And Kike Hernandez in the hold. The payoff pitch. Swing. Slaps it foul down the right field line. Out of play. We'll do it again. Good to see you, JC. The payoff pitch, down and in, ball 4. Imanaga slaps himself on the chest, saying, "My bad," as he missed his spot. 1 on, nobody out. Same two teams back at it tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's game is the lefty-lefty matchup of Max Muncy versus Imanaga. Check swing foul into the third base dugout. It's 0-1. Tomorrow's game, pretty good pitching matchup as well. You got Justin Steele for the Cubs, and you'll have Rory Sasaki, the new acquisition for the Dodgers, on the mound. The 0-1 comes set, lets her go. Just misses outside, 1-1. 1-1 count. Imanaga looks back the runner at first. In the dirt, 2-1. Tried to get him to chase that sweeper. The 2-1 count. Imanaga comes set, the pitch. Just grabs the top of the zone on the inside cut. Good frame by the Chicago Cubs hind catcher, Amaya. Might have been a touch inside. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Fastball. That one did appear to hit the top of the zone, but didn't get the call. So a full count once again. Imanaga's pitch count is going up. He had a quick first inning, but this is now his second full count of this inning. Infield is back into the right. Here's the pitch. Swing, chops it foul down the right field side. We'll do it again. So a full count. Pitch on the way. 94-mile-an-hour fastball, check swing down the third base side. We'll do it again. The payoff pitch. Imanaga's going to flip it over to first real quick. Cubs nothing, Dodgers nothing. Top of the second inning. The payoff. Fastball misses high. Ball 4. So Imanaga has walked the first two batters here in the second, really running his pitch count up. You wonder if they may go out there and talk to him and calm him down a little bit. Cubs nothing, Dodgers nothing. Kike Hernandez, the batter. Lefty, righty, here's the first pitch. Swing! That ball's belted down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It is just foul. Took a left turn at Albuquerque. 0-1. Wow. He was sitting dead red on that pitch. The 0-1. Imanaga comes set, the pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball blew it right by him. 0-2. He was definitely sitting on off speed those first two pitches. He got it on the first one. The second one, Hernandez barely got the gun out of the holster before it blew it right by him. The 0-2. Swing, pops it up. Right there and on his hands. So an 0-2 count. Last season, Kike Hernandez hit .229. The 0-2. Tried to get him to chase soft one off the plate. 1-2. Imanaga trying to get that very important first out. Just one strikeout so far and 2 walks. The 1-2. Brings it. Swing, pops it up. Can of corn, who wants it? Drifting over is Bush right there on the first base line. He'll make the catch in shallow right field. 1 away. So a big first out here for the Cubs. That'll bring the left-handed bat of Michael Conforto. Originally was not supposed to play in this game, or start in this game, I should say. But a late scratch on Freddie Freeman put him into left field and Kike Hernandez at first base. Conforto Played with the Giants last year, of course, originally with the Mets. He'll dig in the first pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball right up there in his kitchen. It's 0-1. Conforto's mom was an Olympic athlete, a swimmer. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Fastball misses high. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Of course, remember the Summer Olympics will be in Los Angeles next. The 1-1. Right there for a strike. 1-2. First and second, one out. A double play would get them out of the jam. Pitch, swing, pops it up. High into foul territory, coming over, making the catch is the third base rookie, Shaw. 2 down. We'll get to see Shaw at bat in the next inning. Highly touted rookie for the Chicago Cubs. Two on, 2 out. That'll bring Miguel Rojas to the plate. Switch hitter from the right-hand side, takes the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball right down the pipe, about letter high. It's 0-1. 0-0 your score. The 0-1. Swung on and pops that one up. In on his hands. Dansby Swanson is going to get called off by the left fielder, Ian Happ, on the play, and that'll end the inning. F7 in your scorecard. So Imanaga walks the first 2 on long counts and then 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back in a flash here on the Tokyo series, Cubs and Dodgers.
You must have someone in your family that's a lawyer. Why, because I'm Jewish? It's like me saying, hey, you're Indian. Doesn't your cousin work in a call center? My cousin does work in a call center. And my cousin's a lawyer.
Lager, the beer that brought the forest down.
I drive an exotic imported sports car. I eat exotic foreign food like frankfurters and pizza. But when it comes to numbing my mind, I'm a patriot. I drink the beer that brought the forest down. I'm a lager man. And with the new 80-bottle trunk pack, you've got enough for the evening. Hey, it's happy hour somewhere.
Lager brings out the patriot in you.
Where's my tickets to the Sonics game? They were here just a second ago. Somebody stole my tickets to the Sonics game! This stinks! This is total BS! This is... Oh, got it. Got it. Hey, where the hell's my Lasorda tape? This is total...
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Hey, man. Mike's studying. I don't want to bother him.
Yeah, well, you get back in there and finish, man. Well, see, in this house, people study when they're supposed to.
Good thing I'm not a member of this house.
Well, you heard of the extended family? Well, this weekend you part of one, which gives me the right to extend this belt to your behind if I feel like...
Every little town out there on the prairie had its own ball team and ball grounds, and we challenged them all. It wasn't easy to win those games. Each of those towns had its own umpire, so you really had to go some to win. We were gone 3 or 4 weeks. We'd take up a collection at the games, pass the hat, and that paid our expenses, or some of them anyway. One of the boys was the cook, but all he could cook was round steak. We'd drive along the country roads, and if we came to a stream, we'd go swimming. Came to an apple orchard, we'd fill up on apples. If we were near some fairgrounds, we'd slip in there. If we were near a barn, well, Sam Crawford, Wahoo, Nebraska.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Yamamoto is right there for a strike to Shaw. The rookie, righty-righty matchup. It's 0-1, the 0-1. Bender inside. 0-2. So no 2 count. Shaw takes his first time out, or his only time out that the batters are allowed. 1 per at bat. Shaw hit .284 in the minors last year with 21 home runs. Pitch on the way. In the dirt. 1-2. 1-2 count. Shaw, Dansby Swanson, and Pete Crow Armstrong do up. 1-2 is chopped foul. In on his hands. We'll do it again. Dodgers nothing, Cubs nothing. Bottom of the second inning. Swing. That ball's fouled back. We'll do it one more time. 20 pitches in. Yamamoto versus Imanaga. The opening game of the opening series of the 2025 Major League Baseball season. This game does count. The pitch on the way. Swing. That ball's chopped over the head of Yamamoto. Over the second base bag, backhanded by Edman. He'll flip it to first, one away. If we're not for the shift, that was a typical base hit. They were playing the defense back into the left. And Edman had plenty of time to backhand it and get to it. Dansby Swanson the batter, first pitch on the way. Curveball right there at the knees, first strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. 98 miles an hour. 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing! That ball's hit through the infield. That's going to get down for a base hit. Hard hit ball by Dansby Swanson. 98 miles an hour off the bat. And the Chicago Cubs have 1 on, 1 out to get the second inning going here on the Chicago half. Good piece of hitting. He hit that thing right on the screws. It was the curveball. I'm sure Yamamoto would tell you that was a little too high. Must be a part of the Japanese baseball culture, because I see that both Imanaga and Yamamoto, when they give up a hit or a walk or whatever, they're constantly hitting themselves on the chest, basically saying "my bad." You don't see that a lot in the States because it's kind of obvious. Yeah, we know it's your bad. You're the one that threw it, right? The 0-1 to Armstrong, Pete Crow Armstrong, fastball. Swung on and fouled back. It's 0-1. They really have high hopes for Armstrong. One of the best defensive center fielders in the game right now. They hope to get the bat that matches. His mother played the mom in a classic baseball movie. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on. Chops it over towards second. Evans only got one play. He'll flip it to first as Swanson was going on the play. He'll make it down there to second with ease. Once again, the Cubs have a runner in scoring position, but 2 away. Two down. Number 8 hitter Amaya will come to the plate. Chicago Cubs catcher. First pitch on the way is inside. For a ball, it's 1-0. Back to Crow Armstrong. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Chases splitter down around his ankles. One and one. So a 1-1 count. She played Jenny Haywood in Little Big League, if you remember that movie. 1-1 swing, lifted high, into right center field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to get up against the wall. Dansby Swanson will score, and it's an RBI double for the Chicago Cubs. They've taken a 1-0 lead, the first run of 2025. Good piece of hitting there by Amaya. Yamamoto went with the fastball in the outer part of the plate. It was 98 miles an hour. Wasn't a terrible pitch, but Amaya just hit it in the right spot. He sent it against the teeth of the defense, split the center and right fielders, and it made it to the wall, bounced up, and Maya makes it to second. Dansby scores with ease. First pitch on the way to the number 9 hitter. It's John Birdie. It's 1-0. Braves fans will remember John Birdie. Played quite a while for the Miami Marlins, and if he gets on, he has got speed. Pitch on the way. Right there for a strike on the 1-0. It's 1-1. Originally came up with the Blue Jays in 2018, but played for the Marlins from 19 to 23, and then was with the Yankees last year. The 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Righty-righty matchup, 1-0 your score. We're just getting going here in the first game of the 2025 season. Here's the pitch. Caught, looking strike 3. Got him with the splitter, and that'll end the inning. But out before the Chicago Cubs put one on the board. We'll be back in a flash to see if the Dodgers can answer.
Oh, I'm Dean Martin. I'm trying to renew my license.
You mind if I call you Dino? You know, I watch your show on and off.
You do?
Sure, every time it's on, I turn it off.
Go ahead, ask me a few questions.
Just what, do you drink when you drive?
Of course not.
Then I guess you don't drive very much. Do you need glasses?
Only when I drink.
You snitch on your coworkers for $1,000 a week?
Sherelle had Keisha clock her in 3 times early this week, and she wasn't even here because her baby daddy moved further out. Jerome be doing donuts on the forklift in the warehouse, and he never changed out the propane tanks. And Cindy and HR be doing powder.
What was the coolest rule that your parents gave you growing up?
My parents had this real cool rule. So basically, if I went to school and I got good grades, I stayed out of trouble, did my chores at home, didn't talk back. I mean, not that I would want to, because the last time I did, I got my head knocked between the washer and dryer and I had a hard time getting it out. But either way, do good in school, do good at home. They would give me an allowance. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. They allowed me to stay in their house.
Bro, Blake, play for the love of the game, man. What's wrong with you, bro? Money should not be a thing. Bro, I'm risking my life. It's not worth it. It's not.
You are so going to end up in porno.
In 1878, more than 8 million bats were sold in the United States. And players often rode to the ball field in painted carriages, singing team songs. Everybody had a team. At Orting, Washington, the Fats took on the Lean. Whalers, frozen in at Herschel Island above the Arctic Circle, played too, naming their teams the Hoodlums, Walruses, and Blubbers.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Please like and subscribe today, youtube.com/@Braves Country. Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Imanaga. Just off the plate wide for a ball. It's 1-0. Imanaga versus Shohei Ohtani. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 1-1 count. Ohtani 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded out his first time up. Excuse me, he's on the way. There was a glitch in the video. I do apologize. A 1-2 count to Paez. Thought that was a little off, but I thought maybe I missed something during the break. The 1-2 misses high to Paez. 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Imanaga. Swing, pops it back foul. Do it again. Cubs 1, Dodgers nothing. We're just here in the 3rd inning. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Looked like possibly the changeup just got out in front of it, pulled the string, one down. Now here comes Ohtani. They were showing a highlight a second ago when we came back from break, and I thought it was live. I do apologize. We're obviously not in the building there. Lefty-lefty matchup. Shohei Ohtani digs in. First pitch on the way. Inside. 80 miles an hour up in his kitchen. It's 1-0. Ohtani grounded out his first time out. Hit 54 home runs. Became the first 50-50 player in Major League Baseball. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball 92 miles an hour. 1-1. 1-1 count. Imanaga comes set. Brings it. Swing, chops it foul towards the first base dugout. Imanaga, by the way, is at 44 pitches here in the third inning. Not terribly high, but you'd like to have a fairly quick third because the second inning he used a lot of pitches. Walked 2 batters on full counts. 1-2. Fastball misses high, 2-2. The 2-2 count. Imanaga raises his glove and brings it. Swing. That ball's ripped over to second. Hard hit ball. L4 in your scorecard. 2 down. 97 miles an hour off the bat. Two down. Tommy Edman, the batter. Remember, he is 2 for 3 lifetime coming into the game with 2 home runs against Imanaga. First pitch on the way is a bender. Up top. Hits the strike zone on the inner cut. Just above the thighs. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Change up on the outer edge. Tried to get him to chase. 1-1. 1-1 count. Standing on deck is Teoscar Hernandez. The 1-1. Swing, rips that ball over to third. Hard hit ball, but the rookie Shaw's got it. Fires it across the diamond. 5-3 put out, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Cubs will grab the bats when we come back.
Don't ask me for advice. I still think punching in the face is the right answer.
Today is performance review day company-wide. There's been some ups and downs this year, and I think that things could turn favorably to me, favorably for me. I gotta say I'm a little nervous. We'll see how it goes.
Could you please pull up your self-evaluation for your annual performance review?
Yep, so I did fill out my evaluation and sent it over. So this is how I scored myself.
Okay, yeah, you need to pull up the one that Matt and I sent over because clearly there's a major disconnect here. As you can see, this is the criteria that Matt and I used so that we could score.
Did you grade yourself a 9 on a scale from 1 to 5?
Well, yeah, I mean, I highly exceeded the many expectations. Sorry, I'm still hung up on 0 and -1. I honestly thought I was going to get promoted.
Just to be very clear, you exceeded no expectations, and we don't promote people who have been drinking on our company Zooms.
Okay, so I feel like I make one little mistake.
No, actually, the drinking on the work calls happened twice.
Yeah, and you used a company card at the gentleman's club.
But at least, I'll still get a bonus this year. Am I going to get a bonus still? Because I feel like...
You're absolutely not getting a bonus.
Okay, well... I feel like a salary increase then, because
we're actually considering decreasing your salary.
Likability score was a 3, so got to take that as a W.
The idea that you can walk into a ballpark, whether it's Fenway Park, Yankee Stadium, or wherever, and sit down and watch a game played by boys who have become men. So you can imagine yourself still playing this game, no matter what age you are. And when you sit there, the door to your past life, which occurred 15 minutes ago at the office, on the bus, in your home, that door closes and you get lost in the technical details, the intricate details of baseball as it's played out. There's always a surprise in baseball. God, I never thought he'd be able to get to that ball. That's part of baseball's magic.
Welcome back. First pitch swinging. Ian Happ hits a Baltimore chopper over the mound. He is busting it down the first base line, and he will beat that out for an infield single. Good hustle there out the box to begin the inning. So 1 on, nobody out to start the inning. Righty-righty matchups. Seiya Suzuki digs in. First pitch is in the dirt. Suzuki motions to the runner at first to stay put. 1-0 your score. Cubs scored a run in the second inning when Amaya doubled home Dansby Swanson. The 1-0. Curveball down below the knees. Good take. 2-0. 2-0 count. Comes set, fastball 96 miles an hour, just kisses the black. Two-one from Yamamoto. 38 pitches into the evening, or morning, depending on where you're standing. The 2-1 from Yamamoto. Swing, chops it over towards third, hustling and firing over to first. It'll be a 5-3 putout. Muncy thought about going to second for the force, but it was going to be a really tough play. Decided to take the smart play and flip it to first. So on the ground out, 5-3 in your scorecard. Happ moves to first, so it's essentially a swinging bunt to get him over into scoring position. Now Kyle Tucker digs in. First pitch on the way. Chops it foul down the first base line. It's 0-1. Unfortunately, we don't get Mookie Betts or Freddie Freeman today. Mookie, if you missed the news, flew back home. He came over after fighting an illness, and they said he lost close to 15 pounds. It's a really bad, I don't believe it's anything life-threatening, but it sounded like it's a really bad illness, a really bad flu bug. So when he realized he wasn't going to be able to play, they sent him back. Freddie Freeman was originally in the lineup. The 0-1 was down below the knees, 1-1. 1-1 from Yamamoto. Splitter misses. 2-1. Freddie Freeman was in the starting lineup until about 5:30 this morning Eastern time. So just about a half hour before first pitch. And Dave Roberts gave his new scorecard as the 2-1. Down and away, splitter misses, 3-1. And it flipped the whole script. It wasn't just moving one name. Obviously, when you take a name like Freddie Freeman out of the lineup, it shuffled the entire deck. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. 93 mile an hour. That was a tight splitter right there. Full count. So a full count to Tucker. Happ is standing on second with good speed. Anything that gets down should have a chance to score. The payoff pitch. Dribbled over towards second base. Should be an easy 4-3 putout. It is. 2 down. On the play, Happ moves to third. But there are once again 2 strikes. So the Cubs once again are going to be looking for a 2-strike base hit. This is the 3rd inning in a row they've had a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Last inning, they were able to come through with the double by Amaya. Bush is the batter. Left-handed bat. Michael Bush, 27-year-old. He was originally drafted by the Dodgers from the University of North Carolina in 2019. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. He was a first-round pick by the Dodgers, 31st overall. Dodgers eventually sent him to Chicago. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. So an 0-2 count. Runner at third, 2 outs. He became expendable when the Dodgers brought in Freddie Freeman. The 0-2 just misses outside. Good splitter. Better take by Bush. That was a difficult one to lay off, but he did. The 1-2. Yamamoto comes set. Swing! Just got a piece of that to stay alive. I mean, we got an artificial turf here in the Tokyo Dome, so any ball that's hit on the ground usually moves pretty fast. Much more difficult infield to play than, say, Wrigley Field. A 1-2 count, runner at third base, 2 outs. The Cubs lead at 1-0. Here's the pitch. Outside wide, 2-2. Yes, Robert, we will be streaming. All of our games are already up. All you got to do is check the date. I believe the next one is tomorrow night. The 2-2. Down and in. Ball 3, 3-2. Robert, I don't think you were with us yesterday. We had a death in the family, so it doesn't look like we're going to be doing any games this weekend, but the plan is to do tomorrow night's game and then be back at it on Monday, where the Braves will be playing the Cubs, strangely enough. Pitch on the way, payoff pitch, chopped over to second. It's going to be a 4-3 putout. That'll end the inning. So the Cubs threat but can't get it across this time. 1-0 your score. Chicago over LA. We head to the fourth.
So I was talking to this dude, he's like 25, and he goes, isn't dating and marriage just kind of similar? And I was like, and then I realized that he was serious, and I said, look, when you're dating and it's Friday night, you're like, where are we going? And when you're married, you're like, what are we watching? And when you're dating, she's like, I had a really good time tonight. I'll text you. And when you're married, she's like, I'll text you the grocery list. And when you're dating, she'll nudge you on the shoulder to be playful. And when you're married, she'll do that because you're snoring. And when you're dating, she'll call you cute nicknames like Pookie and Sweet Cakes. And when you're married, your nickname around the house becomes, Hey!
Have you ever played baseball and been stuck in a situation you just couldn't get out of? Boy, do I have a story for you. Boundary Field was home to the Washington Senators from 1891 to 1910. Although it had many oddities, one of them stood out more than the rest. A doghouse in the outfield. If you're thinking the doghouse was used to house a dog, you're incorrect. It was used like a storage shed. In fact, if you looked inside, you were likely to find a Stars and Stripes flag. Here's where the story gets good. The Philadelphia Athletics, who were a good team at the time, were in town. On that roster was a man named Ralph Sox Seabold. He was remembered for his 16 home runs in 1902, which was a record until Babe Ruth came along. But after that day, people would remember him, just not for his home run. At some point during the game, Sox would let a fly ball get by him. Nothing wrong with that, except for where it ended up. Because a groundskeeper forgot to close the door on it, it landed right inside the doghouse. No worries, Sox would just climb in and get it. There was just one problem. Once he retrieved the ball, his upper body and his head were stuck inside. 3 minutes later, the Athletics got him out. But not before the first doggone inside the park home run. In 1911, Boundary Field would burn down, and no one ever heard from that doghouse ever again.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio with Mac McGee, the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. First pitch on the way is right there for a strike with Teoscar Hernandez. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. Imanaga sets up, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, pulled the string on that one, 0-2. An 0-2 count. Cubs 1, Dodgers nothing. If you're just joining us, just waking up here in the States, Dansby Swanson reached second base and then scored on a double by Minaya in the second inning. Pitch on the way in the dirt, 1-2. Cubs have had a runner in scoring position all 3 innings. Dodgers have yet to record a base hit. They did walk or receive 2 walks in the second inning. The 1-2. Fastball misses high, 2-2. On deck is Smith. In the hole is Muncy. If anybody gets on, Kike Hernandez. The 2-2. Swing, chops it off the plate. Smacks Amaya in the mask. Rolls away foul. Two count. 92-mile-an-hour fastball just misses inside. Full count. So Imanaga in danger of walking yet another batter. The payoff pitch. Swing. Fouls it back. Out of play. We'll do it one more time. Cubs 1, Dodgers nothing. The 0-1. Fastball misses high, ball 4. So Hernandez will head on down to first. Imanaga once again pats his chest. One on, nobody out. Will Smith, the batter. Top of the 4th inning, nobody out. Lefty-righty matchup. Smith raises his bat and takes the first pitch right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Smith waving his bat like a wand, gets set. The 0-1 pitch, pops it up. Can of corn. Who wants it? Drifting over. Making the catch. Second baseman John Birdie. F4 in your scorecard. 1 down. You do wonder what the pitch count for Imanaga will be today. The reason why I was saying it was strange enough that the Braves are playing the Cubs. So the Cubs are doing a spring, 2 real games today and tomorrow. And then they'll go back to spring training as the Dodgers will. It's first pitch on the way to Muncy, misses high, it's 1-0. So what you're going to get is a Braves team taking on a Cubs team that'll already have a record on the season on Monday. We'll play Monday and Tuesday in Arizona versus the Cubs. Pitch on the way to Muncy is right there for a strike on the intercut. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. Imanaga deals 92 miles an hour just off the plate. The 2-1. Imanaga flips it over to first to keep Hernandez close by. I would say there's not much of a chance that we see many starters in those 2 games on the Cubs side. Once you get the season rolling, they'll probably just give most of their guys rest. They might take a couple at bats this weekend, but as the 2-1 rolls away, 3-1. You might get 1, maybe 2 at bats from your starters on Monday. No one will be in it on Tuesday. That's why we're not doing the game on Tuesday afternoon, because it is just pointless. We did it last year. And first of all, the game itself takes about 4 hours. The 3-1. Inside for a strike. Muncy trying to work his way aboard. Full count, just grabbed the inner part of the zone. So the game takes forever because the managers will just rifle through everybody to let all the pitchers pitch. The 3-2. Fastball misses high, ball 4. They check down the line to see if he might have went around. Third base umpire John Lipka says no dice. And Imanaga once again has walked the first 2 batters of this inning. It's his 4th walk. He's got 2 strikeouts. He did the same thing in the 2nd inning. They're going to go out there and talk to him real quick. And one of the big concerns here is going to be the pitch count. He's starting to get there well north of 60. He's at 65 and only has one out left. There's a right-hander warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Trying to make out who that is. So they'll head back to the dugout. Really just trying to give him a break there, but nonetheless. First pitch on the way is a check swing and a strike to Kike Hernandez. It's 0-1. That little fadeaway changeup that Imanaga uses so well, Kike could not lay off of that. The 0-1 swung on, pops it up. High into center field. There's a gasp by Imanaga, but it does look like Crow Armstrong will make the catch. He'll fire it towards third. The runner's going to tag up and go second to third. Ball is cut off, and they've got runners on the corners, but there are two outs. He had a gasp like he thought that might be gone. Imanaga had a look on his face like the wind was blowing out at Wrigley Field in July. 1-0 your score. Cubs lead it. Top of the fourth inning. I believe the over-under on this game was 8.5. And I'd say it might have dropped to 7.5 after Freddie Freeman was yanked and Mookie Betts was left out of the lineup as well. First pitch on the way, lefty-lefty matchup to Conforto. It's 0-1. The 0-1. I believe that was Ben Brown warming up in the bullpen for the Cubs. Popped up, pitch, and it's going to be caught in shallow left field by Ian Happ. He and Swan's about collided out there. That'll end the inning. Imanaga's dancing through the raindrops. We'll be back in a flash. Cubs will grab the bats. Bottom of the fourth we go.
My wife asked me if I'd clear the dinner table. Got a running start, but I made it.
Y'all, I've come to realize that all I have to do is buy one item of clothing from an online store, and that company will send me 2 emails every single day for the rest of my life.
I am has tweezers in my car years old. I used to drop it low and pick it up slow on purpose, but now it's an accident years old. If you hear about me popping and locking anywhere, that's just my bones with any sudden movement years old. I am at the doctor's office and they give me 38 forms to fill out that say, what's your birthday? What's your birthday? What's your birthday? And then the last one is like, and how old are you? And I write in the little line, I'm off the clock. You do the math, you lazy sons of years old. That's how old I am.
I wouldn't do anything for a Klondike bar, but I would do some sketchy stuff for some coffee.
On October 14th, 1992, the Pittsburgh Pirates were in Atlanta facing the Braves in the 7th and deciding game of the National League Championship Series. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, Pittsburgh led 2-1, but Atlanta had the bases loaded. A pinch hitter, Francisco Cabrera, who had had only 10 at-bats all season, was at the plate.
And now the Braves season hangs in the balance. The 2-1. Line drive and a base hit! Just as the score...
With the tying run in, most assumed that the runner on second, Sid Bream, hobbled by 5 knee operations, would be held at third. But the third base coach sent Bream anyway.
Bream to the plate! And he is saved! Saved at the plate! The Braves go to the World Series!
For the next decade and a half, Atlanta would dominate the National League, returning again and again to the postseason.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Matt Shaw, the batter, takes the first pitch right there, P at the knees. First strike, it's 0-1. Yamamoto goes back to work, the 0-1. Tried to get him to chase one down below the knees. Looked like the splitter. They had it rang up as 97 miles an hour. I highly doubt that. His splitter's been coming in around 92, 93, and it didn't look much harder than that. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That splitter did split. Got him to chase. 1-2. 1-2 count. Shaw, it's a closed stance from the right side. Takes a swing and a miss, a wild swing at that. 1 away. 1 down. Dansby Swanson digs in. First pitch from the right-hand side is in the dirt. It's 1-0. Dansby Swanson reached and scored the only run of the game his last time up. His first time up. He is 1 for 1. 1-0. Inside. 2-0. 2-0 count. Swing! That ball's foul-fisted into the crowd. Right field side deep into the crowd. 2-1 to Dansby Swanson. 1-0 your score. Chicago leads game 1 of 162 here in the MLB season. The 2-1 pitch. Inside. 3-1. So a 3-1 from Yamamoto. He turns and spins. Swing! That ball's banged down the third base line, but foul. 97-mile-an-hour fastball right in his kitchen. He couldn't keep it fair. Full count. Standing on deck is Pete Crow Armstrong. Amaya, who had an RBI double his first time up, is in the hole. Dansby's going to take his time out, step out of the box for a second. Dodgers 0, Cubs 1, bottom of the 4th. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nasty splitter just below the zone. 2 away. I don't know if he gets the benefit of the doubt at that call. That was one of those pitches you gotta have to swing. It was so close to the strike zone, you could get rung up. Two down, and Armstrong takes the first pitch and rips it up the middle, but it's going to be right into the teeth of the defense. The defense is back into the left. Rojas fires it to Hernandez, 6-3 on the putout. That'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Imanaga go back to work when we come back.
Smoking, that's another one. Try to stop smoking. That's a beauty, huh? Well, with cigarettes, my wife and I, we made a deal, my wife and I. We only smoke after sex. I got the same pack now since 1975. What bothers me is my wife. She's up to 3 packs a day.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it is swung on and hit high and deep down the right field line. Is it fair? Is it? It is gone, baby! Ramalama ding dong zip boo bam, a 3-run shot by Eddie Rosario. That thing looked like it was curving foul. Eddie Rosario makes it 4-1 Atlanta.
Today we are talking about one of the worst offensive teams ever to win a World Series, the 1906 Chicago White Sox. The team owned the league's worst batting average and only hit 7 home runs the entire season. Only 3 of their everyday starters had a batting average over 250. Out of the 7 home runs they hit that season, Billy Sullivan and Fielder Jones accounted for more than half of them with 2 apiece. During a 3-week stretch in August, they went 19-0, while the other 3 teams ahead of them had a losing record during that same stretch. No one in the press dared pick the White Sox to beat the Cubs. Through the first 4 games of the World Series, the White Sox had 6 runs, 11 hits, and an embarrassing 0.97 batting average. Despite this, the series was still tied at 2. Game 5 would turn the series when the White Sox took advantage of an overflow crowd. Back then, when balls hopped over the roped-off crowd, they were considered doubles. The White Sox had 8 doubles in the game and won 8-6. In the last 2 games of the series, the White Sox would finally break through offensively with 16 runs and close out the biggest upset in World Series history.
Baseball is the very symbol, the outward and visible expression of the drive and push and rush and struggle of the raging, tearing, booming 19th century. Mark Twain.
Welcome back. 1-0 your score, and Ben Brown is going to come into the game. Anybody with any kind of player prop bets on Imanaga probably swung and missed on that one. Ben Brown, after Imanaga's pitch count was fairly high after the 4th inning, he was into the low 70s. He's going to come in, the right-hander. First pitch, fastball right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 95 about letter high, maybe a touch above 0-2. To close the books on Imanaga, he went 4 innings, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. No hits allowed, no runs. The 0-2 misses high, 1-2. Remember, both of these teams carried more pitchers, more relief pitchers than normal because the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him to chase a bender down below the ankles, 1 away. It's a 2-game series, so you bring your 2 starters onto the roster, and then the rest is pretty much littered with all relievers. Your 3, 4, and 5 starters for the Cubs and for the Dodgers were left off the rosters. First pitch on the way is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Andy Paez, the batter, the number 9 hitter. 95-mile-an-hour fastball, misses high. 2-0. Ben Brown's had some experience starting and in and out of the bullpen. Young right-hander will bring it mid to high 90s, the 2-0. 96 just misses below the knees. Good pitch, but not quite good enough. Ball 3, 3-0. So a 3-0 count. Ben Brown brings it. 96-mile-an-hour fastball just kisses the black inside. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Misses high, ball 4. 95 miles an hour. Well high out of the zone, and Ben Brown will now face Shohei Ohtani as the Tokyo crowd begins to buzz. Righty-lefty matchup, runner at first, 1 out. The infield is back into the left. First pitch, swing and a miss. Came out of his shoes off that splitter. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Curveball. Pulled the string on that one on the outer edge, 0-2. Shohei Ohtani from Oshu, Japan. Debuted in the major leagues back in 2018. He's been a worldwide star ever since. The 0-2. Swing! Rattles it back foul, 95 miles an hour against the backstop. We'll do it again. Brown would love to get a double play ball here. Standing on deck is Tommy Edman. The 0-2. Swing ripped into right field. That's down for a base hit. That ball was smoked. The runner at first will head to third. They'll have runners on the corners with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. He tomahawked that thing through the infield. Man alive, did he drill that? So runners on the corners, one out. Tommy Edman from the left side of the plate now. First pitch swing, and that ball slapped into left field. Trying to make a diving catch is Ian Happ. He'll trap it on the carpet, but the Dodgers will score, and Ohtani hauls it to second. He is safe. And you got runners on first and second, one out, and it's 1-1. Good effort by Happ. I thought the ball was going to get past him. It was one of those ones where you're kind of danged if you do and danged if you don't. And he decided to go for it and was able to trap the ball on the carpet and keep it from rolling behind him. Leaped to his feet and fired a bullet to second, but Ohtani was very alert and made it all the way to second base on the play. Teoscar Hernandez now digs in. First and second, one out. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Right there for a strike. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Brings it. Swing, chops it over towards third. Should be a 5, 4, 3. High throw. That ball goes near the dugout. Up against the dugout, and Joe Ohtani will score, and it's 2-1 Dodgers. It'll be a dead ball, as I believe it went into the camera well. There's a huge camera well here at the game because there are hundreds of photographers and media for obvious reasons. It was a bad throw, probably a bad decision in general to try to get that double play. Birdie was thrown off his back foot. He airmailed it, and it did go into the camera well. So 2 outs. First pitch on the way is up top, misses high. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Fastball 96 up top. 1-1. Good pitch by Brown. Ben Brown all in relief, and once again, both teams will have a ton of relief options. Just who do you trust in these situations? The 1-1. Down below the knees, 97 miles an hour in the dirt. 2-1. 2-1 count. Max Muncy looms on deck. Here's the pitch, misses high, 84 mile an hour. Looked like the bender that didn't bend. 3-1. Ben Brown, 21 pitches into this inning. Comes set, fires it. Check swing, did he go around? They said he did. Full count. So a full count to Smith. Will Smith from Louisville, Kentucky, played his college ball for the Louisville Cardinals, who were in the tournament this year. The 3-2 swing. That ball's lifted into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Here comes Hernandez flying around. He will score. The throw to the plate is well late. Amaya was smart to cut that off and come up the line and keep the runner at first at bay. Good piece of hitting there by Smith. He just kind of laced it into left field. More of a left center, I guess you may say, but a soft 3-hopper gets it to Happ, and Happ fired it back into the infield. And the Dodgers take their first lead of the ball game. 3-1. Dodgers have scored all 3 runs in this inning. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs. Ben Brown on the ropes here, 24 pitches. Max Muncy, the batter. First pitch on the way, inside. Misses for a ball, it's 1-0. You're probably noticing, if you're watching this on the LA stream, that they just updated the outs. It has been 2 outs this whole time. For whatever reason, they only had 1 out for the longest time in this inning. Pitch right there on the inner cut, it's 1-1. So a 1-1 count to Muncy. 27th pitch of the inning. Misses high, 2-1. Max Muncy from Midland, Texas, played his college ball at Baylor. The 2-1 right there for a strike, teardrop curve on the inner cut. 2-2. The 2-2 misses high, ball 3-2. Cubs in danger of walking another batter. This is the 6th full count of the game. The payoff pitch to Muncy. Runner goes. Swing! That ball sliced foul. Out of play. Infield is playing back into the left. The outfield pretty straight away. Max Muncy, his 8th year with the LA Dodgers, played his first 2 with the Oakland A's. The payoff pitch. Chop foul. We'll do it again. Kike Hernandez stands on deck. The payoff pitch. Swing! That ball's hammered foul down the first base line towards the dugout. Dodgers 3, Cubs 1. Top of the 5th inning. Catch up on the scoring. Amaya doubled and scored Swanson in the 2nd. This inning, Edman RBI single with Ohtani is this payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. We'll get you caught up on the other side of the break. Dodgers take a 3-1 lead. Cubs will grab the sticks when we return.
Hitting is not about muscle. It's simple physics. Calculate the velocity V in relation to the trajectory T, in which G, gravity, of course, remains a constant. It's not complicated.
Now, who are you again?
Assistant to the traveling secretary.
You're the guy who put us in that Ramada in Milwaukee.
You want to talk about hotels? You want to win some ball games?
Hey, we won the World Series.
In 6 games.
And there's quickly 2 away. Just 7 pitches into the inning. Freddie Freeman comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Freddie Freeman, hit high and deep in center field. It's going back. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! The Braves lead it 5-4. Freddie Freeman comes through in a big way. He takes Josh Hader deep. The Atlanta Braves lead it 5-4 on the bat of Freddie Freeman. The crowd is going bananas.
In 1882, owners of Midwestern clubs left out of the National League established a league of their own, the American Baseball Association. Its games cost just a quarter. Its teams played on Sundays, and its ballparks sold liquor. The new Beer and Whiskey League drew bigger, rowdier crowds. The stands filled with working men and immigrants, not the middle-class, native-born fans who followed the National League. It was baseball's heyday. Competition flourished. Play improved. attendance skyrocketed, and huge wood and iron grandstands were built in all the big cities. The two leagues staged an end-of-the-season championship for fans who could not get enough baseball.
Welcome back. Yamamoto goes back to work with a 3-1 lead. First pitch on the way. Smoked into the hole. Backhanded by the shortstop. Rojas, he'll fire it over to first. Hard hit ball, but a 6-3 put out. 1 pitch, 1 out here to start the 5th. 3-1 your score. Dodgers just took the lead. Imanaga was pulled after the 4th inning. He went 4 innings, no earned runs, no hits. He did walk 4. First pitch on the way is chopped over to the right-hand side by Happ, and it's a 2-pitch, 2 outs here to start the 5th inning. Really put Suzuki in a hole because Yamamoto knows he does not want to swing at the first pitch. He can probably just pretty much lay one in there for him. First pitch on the way. Right there for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Ian Happ, the batter, righty-lefty matchup. Suzuki on deck. 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Coming into this inning, it was a fairly high pitch count for Yamamoto. The Cubs really did him a service. Maya and Birdie swinging at the first 2 pitches. 1-1, misses high, 2-1. And I'd say some of that has to do with the fact that they want to swing at a fastball and not fall behind the count and see that splitter. The 2-1 to Happ. Fastball misses outside, ball 3, 3-1. So far, so good here for Happ. A good at bat. Much needed after the first 2 outs of this inning. The 3-1. Swing, fouls it back, 95 mile an hour. Fastball about letter high. Full count. On deck is Suzuki. Tucker in the hole. The payoff pitch from Yamamoto. He'll turn and spin. Swing, pops it up. High back behind home plate. That'll bend foul into the seats. Dodgers will have Kike Hernandez leading off next inning. He'll be followed by Conforto and Rojas. The payoff pitch. Fastball caught, looking strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry up there on the top shelf, and that'll end the inning. Yamamoto, so far so good. He leads 3-1. Dodgers will grab the bats when we return.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm tired of talking to you.
As that'll bring Austin Riley to the plate. Austin Riley had the big home run earlier. And Austin Riley, lifetime, is 0 for 2 against Trina. In Atlanta, a single could win this game. Austin Riley stands at the plate. Peterson is on deck. Jock Peterson, by the way, is 2 for 4 lifetime versus Trina. Here's the swung on, and it is roped down the line. It's going to rattle around, and oh, baby boy, here comes Ozzy Albies. He's going to score. The Braves walk it off in fine fashion. Oh, my word, the first pitch, and it is absolutely scooping down the line. How about that?
What do you want? 25 years old. What does a 25-year-old man want?
Hit a parlay and drink some beers with my buddies. And yeah, I'm going to go as far as to say that's any man of any age. That's all we want. Just hit a parlay, drink some beers with the buddies, hit another parlay, drink some more beers, play some more parlays. That's pretty much the 1-2 punch. I'm going to say any man of any age. That's pretty much, that's all we want. That's it.
In 1882, William Hulbert died, and control of the National League and his old team, the Chicago White Stockings, passed to his second-in-command, A.G. Spaulding.
A magnate must be a strong man among strong men. Everything is possible to him who dares. Albert Goodwill Spaulding.
The railroads had Commodore Vanderbilt. Big Steel had Andrew Carnegie. Big Oil, John D. Rockefeller. Baseball had Albert Goodwill Spaulding.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way is chopped foul to start the inning. Ben Brown is back out there. It's 0-1 to Kike Hernandez. The 0-1, 97 mile an hour. Fastball just below the knees on the outer edge. 1-1. Conforto and Rojas will follow. If anybody gets on the number 9 hitter, Paez, and then the lineup would roll over to Ohtani. 1-1 misses high, 2-1. Ben Brown on in relief for Imanaga. And he's got quite the pitch count right now in just an inning of work. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Drop curve, 2-2. He's at 37 pitches. You do wonder what the pitch count would be in a 2-inning span for Ben Brown this early in the season. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him to chase one off the pier. He went fishing one away. One down, and that'll bring the left-handed bat of Michael Conforto to the plate. Conforto takes the first pitch, 96 miles an hour, right there at the knees. First strike, it's 0-1. Michael Conforto, 32-year-old from Seattle, Washington. Takes the 0-1 up top and out wide. It's 1-1. Started his career at the New York Mets and played there until 2021. Was out of the game in 22 because of an injury and came back in 23 and 24 with the Giants. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. You realize he's from Seattle, Washington, and went to Oregon State. You can understand why, after he left the Mets, he had a desire to stay out there on the West Coast after playing with the Giants, much closer to home. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. The ball gets out of the glove of Amaya, so he'll flip it down to first. 2 away. Two down. And anyone that took the Imanaga strikeout player prop is really going to be upset because Ben Brown already has twice as many strikeouts as Imanaga. First pitch on the way is a ball in the dirt. It's 1-0. He has 4 strikeouts. Imanaga finished with 2. Imanaga walked 4, but he did not give up a hit or a run, whereas Brown has given up 3 earned. 1-0. Down and in, 1-1. They're calling that second run right now unearned, but I think that'll get overturned. That happens sometimes when it's an early error in an inning, and by the end of the game it ends up being earned. 1-1, chopped over to third. Good play by Shaw, but he fires it over to first, throws the ball wide, and it's going to go to the wall, past the first base side. There's a jetted out wall over there in foul territory. It'll stay in play, but the runner will make it down to second base. Shaw picked it up and just fired it. I mean, he wildly threw that ball. That was nowhere near the first base side. That's just a rookie making a panic throw. So Paez is now the batter, and the runner Rojas stands at second base. That is the second error in as many innings for the Chicago Cubs infield. First pitch from Brown is 96 off the plate, down and away. It's 1-0. Shohei Ohtani looms on deck. The 1-0. Comes set. Brings it. Fastball outside wide. 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Dodgers 3, Cubs 1, top of the 6th. The pitch on the way. Down and away. Ball 3, 3-0. So Ben Brown, as opposed to going right at Paez, the number 9 hitter, he's pitching around him. He's really causing himself some issues because that's not an open baseman. Shohei Ohtani is looming on deck. The 3-0 misses high, ball 4. So runners on first and second, 2 outs, but Shohei Ohtani, who tomahawked one through the infield his last time up, is coming to the plate. The infield is going to play back into the left. So there's a huge hole on the left-hand side. Righty-lefty matchup. Ben Brown comes set. His high socks brings it to home plate. Fastball right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Ohtani 1 for 3. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So an 0-2 count. The cameras are out in full effect here. Everybody with the camera is taking a picture of Shohei Ohtani right now. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He went around. They'll tag him on the wall, and that'll end the inning. Good job of Brown getting out of that jam that he created. We'll be back in a flash. Dodgers, Cubs, game 1 of 162.
What do you think has become so expensive that it's just not worth it anymore?
Life. Thank you for listening.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play-by-Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
You don't slap me for telling jokes. That's unacceptable. And the thing is, Will, I love him, but he was, the happy-go-lucky before the slap, and nobody saw that coming, which was weird. 50 Cent had been going ham on Jada. He didn't slap 50 Cent. He slapped 50 pounds. Chris Rock can't defend himself. His hands don't even make fists. You ever see the little hands? He got like little back scratches.
Armchair.
Albert Goodwill Spaulding. He had been the finest pitcher of the 1870s. He learned his baseball from Harry Wright, who had paid him $1,500 a year to pitch for the Boston Red Stockings. In 1876, he left Boston for Chicago, lured by William Hulbert's offer of a $500 raise and 25% of the gate. But Spaulding had still bigger things in mind. At age 27, he stopped pitching entirely to become a full-time promoter of baseball and himself.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Banda, the new pitcher. Left-hander delivers a chop strike to Suzuki. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. Seiya Suzuki 0-2 on the day. The 0-1. Another check swing foul down the first base side. It's 0-2. Just kind of peppered that one over the first base dugout. Dodgers 3, Cubs 1, bottom of the 6th. Joe Banda, the new pitcher. The 0-2 fouled straight back. Out of play, we'll do it again. Anthony Joseph Banya, Tony Banya, as a lot of people call him, from Corpus Christi, Texas, originally drafted by the Brewers in 2012. The 0-2 misses inside, 1-2. Came up with the Diamondbacks in 2017 and then went to the Rays for 3 years before going to the Mets. Pirates is the 1-2 inside, caught looking for a strike. One away. He's also played with Toronto, the Yankees, the Nationals, and then the Dodgers last year, as well as this. One down, bottom of the 6th. 3-1 your score. Kyle Tucker, the batter. First pitch, inside, 94 miles an hour, just off the hands. It's 1-0. He had a 3.08 ERA last year in 49 innings, struck out 50. Allowed just 5 home runs, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Tough left-handed pitcher. A 1-1 count. Pitch on the way to Tucker, swung on and lifted into left field. It should be an easy out. It is. F7 in your scorecard, 2 down. Two down. First pitch, 97 miles an hour. A little chin music inside to Michael Busch. Wow. It's 1-0. Don't know if that was a purpose pitch or not, keep him from hanging out over the plate, but it was a close shave for sure. 1-0. Down and away, 2-0. 2-0 count. Swung on, pops it up. High in the sky. Who wants it? Coming in, center fielder. Paez, he'll make the catch. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Cubs. We will head to the top of the 7th. 3-1 your score. Dodgers grab the bats when we return.
Hey, how do you make friends so easily online like you do? Oh, it's easy. I'm a train wreck and people like to watch.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
PA plus E equals P. This is simple for everybody. You have so much God-given talent, and you really can't control that. You can control your effort and your attitude. Positive attitude plus effort equals your performance.
What blows my mind is people willingly back up into parking spots. If someone had a gun to my head and they said, back up into that parking spot or parallel park, honey, make that casket pink. because that ain't gonna happen.
Albert Goodwill Spaulding. With $800 borrowed from his mother, he opened a sporting goods business. Soon he was manufacturing all the baseballs used in the National League. He then began making bats and uniforms, managing to persuade club owners that each position should have its own distinctive garb. The result was chaos. The team looked like a Dutch bed of tulips, a Chicago sports writer said, and the experiment was quickly abandoned.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Welcome back. Ben Brown will go back to work. There's his 53rd pitch of this contest for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup, the 0-1. Chop foul by Edman down the first base side, 0-2. Edman, Hernandez, and Smith due up. If anybody gets on, Muncy. The 0-2. Swing, come back towards the mound, off of Brown's glove. He'll get the rebound, flip it to first. 1-3 to Bush. One away. One down. Ben Brown kicks and fires. First pitch up high, out of the zone. It's 1-0. Andy talking about Reese Olson. He's a Georgia boy. Remember calling his debut game. They happen to be playing the Braves. It's 1-0, misses high, 2-0. It's a couple of years ago, I remember where we gave him the moniker Babyface Olsen because he looks so young. The 2-0. Right there, top of the zone, first strike, 2-1. 2-1 count. Righty-righty matchup. On deck is Smith. Here's the pitch. Swing! That ball's lifted into center field. High in the sky, but not very deep. Drifting in, making the catch is Pete Crow Armstrong. 2 away. Crow Armstrong has his hair bleached blonde today with blue stars in the print of his hair. Will Smith, the batter. Hind catcher takes the first pitch down below the knees for a low strike. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. 3-1 your score. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Misses high. 1-1. Will Smith walked and then singled, recording an RBI. 1-1 pitch, 94, misses high, 2-1. Max Muncy stands on deck. Dodgers 3, Cubs 1. All three of the Dodgers runs came in the 5th inning. The Cubs scored way back in the 2nd. The 2-1 in the dirt. Ball 3, 3-1. Much different than the opening game last year. The opening game last year was nothing but fireworks. Offense galore. 3-1 pitch. Fastball, really high strike. Smith's not going to argue because he wants his calls for his pitchers, but that was definitely missed the zone. If we were doing ABS this year, that would be reversed. The 3-2. Swing. Rattles it foul down the line. We'll do it again. Dodgers 3, Cubs 1, top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Down below the knees, ball 4. So Smith will head on down to first. 2 outs here in the 7th. Max Muncy, your batter. Here comes Craig Counsell, which probably means that's the end of the line for Ben Brown. Probably don't want him to face the left-handed bat of Muncy. This many pitches in the tank. That'll do it for Brown. He'll get a pat on the wallet, and Max Muncy getting ready to head to the plate. We'll introduce the new pitcher when we come back.
How the hell can you wear a Bears jersey at a Packer game? This is worse than when you wore the Air Supply t-shirt to the Aerosmith concert.
And to the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam.
A lot of people work really, really hard for their dreams, but it's not meant for everybody.
That's why you use auto-tune and I don't.
People like making fun of us guys who still wear cargo shorts, aka purse pants. Well, guess what? I can't wear the short shorts that are in style because I hit an age where my might fall at the bottom. Also, I can hold like 3 beers in each cargo pocket. Boom. And lastly, I always have 2 free hands. That means I can give 2 high fives. Whoa.
You're prejudiced against Tommy Macklin because you know he's a white guy. I don't know anything about him. I just told you he's a white guy. So, that's why you hate him. Well, you know he's a white guy, so you're against him. Well, I ain't prejudiced that way. I ain't prejudiced against no man just because his skin is the same color as my own.
Yeah, Archie has lots of white friends.
Like other captains of industry, Spalding crushed or bought out his competitors, becoming the largest sporting goods manufacturer in the country. Spalding Sporting Goods, its proprietor said, is converting all America to the gospel of exercise. Spalding ran his team and his empire from the private box he built for himself in Chicago's Congress Street grounds, fitted out with a gong to summon servants, and a new invention, a telephone, to keep track of all his enterprises while he watched the game. Newspapers called him the baseball messiah.
Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. Welcome back. First pitch on the way for Max Muncy is chopped on the ground over to second base. It's going to be an easy 4-3 put out, birdie to Bush. That'll end the inning. We didn't even get a chance to introduce the pitcher, Morgan, for the Cubs. We'll do it next time. We'll be back in a flash.
All right, say cheese. Oh, I'm vegan, so can't really. Oh my God. Soy.
Look at Soto. He's kicked. He wants to throw the bat at the fans. Let him. That's his manager pulling him away. Boy, how bad is Jody Davis hurt?
A fan threw a beer at Mario Soto, and that incited him. He grabbed a bat and wanted to go after the fan with a bat.
I'll tell you the truth, and my wife and I, we never have sex. Now, we get undressed, we can't stop laughing, you know?
Hey, I'm from an era where we turn everything into a cup. Say what you want, but the salsa glass be making some good salsa water, boy. Yeah, you finish with a little jar of pickles, boy, put some Kool-Aid in there. You use all the ragu out the glass jar? All right, put some soda in there. It's a glass container is empty and it becomes a reusable glass container. Shoot, you having company? Peel that paper off. Oh, y'all fancy over here. This is a fancy glass.
Spalding led his White Stockings and a pickup team of all-stars on a round-the-world tour to spread the gospel of the great American game.
We are up at breakfast early as we are to start at 10 o'clock for the pyramids. Camels and donkeys have been secured for the party, the ball players in uniform, as for the first time the Sphinx is to witness a game of baseball. After lunch, we have photos taken at the Sphinx and then proceed to play our historical game of ball with about 200 Arabs for an audience. They took more interest in the game than the average Englishman and did not once refer to it as the old game of rounders, you know.
Welcome back. First pitch at the bottom of the 7th inning. And misses for a ball. Ben Kasparis, the new right-hander on. The 1-0. Fisted high into right field. Coming over, making the running catch from second base is Tommy Edman. More away. 1 down. Ben Kasparis played his college ball at UConn. Pitched just 8 innings for the Dodgers last year. Had a 2.18 ERA. 1-0, 98 miles an hour, misses high. To Dansby Swanson, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. The only run for the Cubs. The 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. 2-0 count. Still a long way to go in this one. Cubs trail by only 2. The 2-0. Inside, ball 3, 3-0. So a 3-0 count. Pete Crow Armstrong stands on deck. Amaya in the hole. The 3-0. Fastball, 96 miles an hour. Right there on the top cut, 3-1. Same 2 teams at it tomorrow morning. It'll be Justin Steele versus Roki Sasaki. The 3-1 pitch, swing, lifted high, deep, into right field, going back on the track, up against the wall, making the catch at the wall is Teoscar Hernandez for a loud out number 2. That was just a few feet away from making this a 1-run game. 2 down, and Armstrong will come to the plate. Pete Crow Armstrong. Chicago Cub youngster with high hopes. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Bender in the dirt. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Curveball down and in. 1-1, excuse me. One count. Fouled off. Out of play, 1-2. Dodgers 3, Cubs 1, bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Strides back and fires. Fastball misses high. 2-2. 2-2 count. Kasparis has this long delivery. You wonder how that'll be affected if a man does get on base. We won't find out this inning, though. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Dansby Swanson put a scare into him, but it's 3-1 Dodgers. We head to the 8th.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
1 strike they count to Gwynn, and the fastball inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. At first, second, and short. And Gooden catches the outside corner with a fastball. So it's 1-2. Curveball and hit foul down the left side.
Giving him an off-speed pitch that he can really handle with a man on third and the infield back, especially through the middle. It's like giving up the run.
Goes back to the fastball, and it's fouled into the stands. So
shortstop or to the second baseman.
And the fastball for a ball. It's 2-2. Fastball, that puts the count at 3-2. And as you pointed out, Rusty, he does not strike out often. Got caught looking yesterday. 3-2 pitch, and it's hit down the line. It's foul. 3-2. 3-2 curveball out of the strike zone. So Gooden wins that one.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by our mystery sponsor, a product that is so good that they're paying us to keep anyone from associating it with this program.
Just a bit outside. Ball 4. Ball 8.
On many a summer day, I played baseball starting at 8 in the morning, running home at noon for a quick meal, and again with fielding and batting till it was too dark to see the ball. These were times when my head seemed empty of everything but baseball names and figures. I could name the players who led in batting and fielding and the pitchers who had won the most games. And I had my opinions about who was better than anybody else in the national game. Carl Sandburg.
First pitch on the way here to start the 8th inning is right there for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1 from Morgan. Swung on and chopped back towards the mound. Morgan's got it. Flips it to first. 1-3 to Bush. One away. Kike Hernandez now 0 for 4 on the day. That'll bring up Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 3. Morgan came on for the last out. One pitch went out in the last inning. First pitch on the way is an off-speed pitch in the dirt. It's 1-0. Eli Morgan, 28-year-old right-hander from California. Played his college ball in Gonzaga. Time is called behind home plate. Bill Miller, the home plate umpire, is pointing towards the outfield, some kind of an obstruction. Waiting to get a call on this and see. He's lingering over there by the third base dugout. You can tell he's speaking to someone, just 100% sure who he's speaking to in the Dodger dugout. Now he's coming over to talk to Craig Counsell, who just came out of the Cubs' first base dugout. He's pointing. I don't know what it is. It's almost like he might be signaling that there's some kind of problem with the batter's eye, or maybe it's okay. I guess it's just it's the pitch clock that's out. The pitch clock is out, and it's caused Miller to stop the play. Way I look at it is we played without a pitch clock for 150 years. I think we can do a couple more innings without it. Now he's got someone who's in charge involved in this whole thing. Doesn't really seem like enough to stop play, but he is at least mildly concerned about it. Michael Conforto is the batter. It's a 1-0 count. I mean, essentially, why can't you do what they do in football when they say we're just going to keep the time on the field, right? Miller looks like he's finally getting back behind home plate, so I guess he's going to let the play resume. First pitch on the way, up top. Misses high after the break. It's 2-0. Righty-lefty matchup, Conforto. Digging in, Morgan brings it. Fastball up top for a strike on the outer edge. 2-1 count. Kicks and fires, belted down the right field line, but foul. Out of play, we'll do it again. Dodgers 3, Cubs 1, top of the 8th, a 2-2 count, 1 out. Morgan steps off the mound, rubs down the ball, comes back, kicks and fires. That ball's going to get slapped in left field. That's going to get down where the green grass grows, up against the wall, and it's going to be a 1-out double for the Los Angeles Dodgers here in the 8th inning. They're still doing that weird sachet thing that they do on the... I thought they might come up with something else. So a 1-out double here in the 8th inning as the sun's coming up where most people are here in the United States. Dodgers lead it 3-1. The first pitch, swing and a miss by Rojas. It's 0-1. He came out of his shoes on that one. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Chase that one off the plate. 0-2. Dodgers have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. Still looking to get 6 more outs to secure the first win of the season. The 0-2. Morgan comes set, his 11th pitch of the outing. Kicks and fires. Pulled the string on that one, 1-2. Just missed the zone trying to get him to roll over on that one. One-two count. In the dirt, the ball gets away. Runner's going to stay put at second. Thought about heading to third, but not worth the gamble. 3-1 your score. Here's the pitch. Swing! That ball's fisted back foul. Got jam shot inside. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Swing, chopper over the mound. Backhanded from second base. Good play. Really good play by Birdie there. He'll fire it over to first. It's a 4-3 putout. 2 away on the play. The runner from second moves to third. Birdie had a lot of ground to cover. He came to the left of the second base bag, threw off his front foot, and still was able to get runner with pretty good speed by a mile. First pitch on the way to Paez is down below the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 righty-righty matchup. Shohei Ohtani stands on deck. The 0-1 kicks and fires. 88 mile an hour. Might have been a touch high, but got the call. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Morgan sits in and delivers. In the dirt, 1-2. Good to see you, Sean. We'll have Braves-Yankees tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll come on the air, Braves-Yankees. I believe that's in the Yankee facility tomorrow night. The 1-2. Slice foul down the line. Do it one more time at 1-2. We'll have Braves Cubs on Monday. That game is in Arizona as the Braves make their way west towards San Diego for opening day out there. The 1-2. Ball kicks away. Did he go around? They're going to check down the line. First base umpire Mike Esterbrook said he held up 2-2. Good block by Amaya because that came dangerously close from rolling away far enough for the runner at third to score. 2-2 count. Morgan steps off the bag once again. He'll come set. Righty-righty matchup. The 2-2. Swing! Drags it foul down the third base line. 2-2 one more time. Sold out crowd here at the Tokyo Dome. Still dumbfounds me that they don't do this series on the weekend for the locals there. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that will end the inning. Morgan finds his way out of it. The Cubs are going to try to tie this one up when we come back. Amaya, Birdie, and Hap due up.
My kids, they don't help either, you know. My kids, they're real smart kids I got, you know. Yeah. But the other day I told my kid, I said, someday you'll have children of your own. He said, so will you.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
Look at that! The Hendersons are getting a new fence.
Ah, who cares? They're swingers.
I want a new fence.
Need a home loan fast? At the American Bank of Los Santos, we'll help you get the debt you need to make life easier. We'll show you how to look richer and be poorer. You need to impress people fast, not in 20 years. It's only a risk if you get into money troubles or the economy changes. Call American Bank of Los Santos. Now that the kids have moved out and have drug problems of their own, maybe it's time to install a luxury marble wet bar so you can get drunk in private. American Bank of Los Santos. Why worry about tomorrow if you look inadequate today?
Armchair.
Past 2 weeks, you've been reading about a bad brag. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Welcome back. First pitch from Blake Treenan to start this inning off. Righty-righty matchup. Missed for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. 97 miles an hour. P at the knees. First strike. 1-1. Treenan, one of the World Series heroes for the Dodgers last year. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chase that bender well off the plate. 1-2. Amaya, Birdie, and then Hap due up. If anybody gets on, Suzuki. If the Cubs cannot reach in this inning, they would have the heart of the order due up in the ninth. So you'll still see Suzuki, Tucker, and Bush. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away. One down. Shohei Ohtani will be up in the next inning. So the local crowd here in Japan will have a chance to see him one more time. First pitch on the way to Birdie is in. Whoa, down below, I guess. You say so, Bill Miller. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Righty. Swing. Chops it down the third base line. Foul. 1-1. Birdie gets on. He's a problem. He's got really good speed. It's one of the things that has kept him around all these years in Major League Baseball. His career numbers don't jump off at you. Just a .259 hitter with only 24 home runs and a .702 OPS. But he can fly. The 1-1. Inside, that ball hit him. That got him on the left arm. He's shaking his left arm. I don't know if that was the elbow. He is shaking his left arm. The trainer's going to come out there and talk to him. He's flexing his left hand, Believe it got him up near the elbow area. Take another look at it. The four-seam fastball that just kind of drifted in. It might have got him on the knuckle. It actually missed his... Actually, I think it skimmed his elbow pad and then smacked him in the knuckles. But he's on first, and he's a threat to go. The first pitch on the way. Swing. The ball is down and in, and held up on the swing. And Birdie, just as I said, steals second with ease. Man, he did not waste any time. He took off like a bat out of hell. By the time the ball was released by Treinen, Birdie had about 3, maybe even 4 steps heading towards second base. A head first slide. The 0-1. Outside wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. Ian Happ, your batter. Birdman on second. Standing on deck is Suzuki. The 1-1 swung on and fouled back. It's 1-2. Ian Happ last year, 25 home runs with a .782 OPS, 86 RBI, the 1-2. Swing, fist that towards the third base dugout. That'll bend foul. There's a lot of foul territory. Hasn't really been much of an issue in this game, but there's a lot of foul territory in this stadium. Even with the stands jetting out down the right and left field lines, there's a ton of room. Suzuki looms on deck. Tucker in the hole. Cubs could change this game in a hurry with just a couple of swings. The 1-2. Brings it. Swing and a miss. 94 miles an hour, blew it right by him to away. Shohei Ohtani's due up in the next inning. See Devontae asking, Shohei Ohtani's batted 4 times already. Two down, and it's up to Seiya Suzuki. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch from Treinen. It's a bender outside. It's 1-0. No, Treinen does not want to face Kyle Tucker. So Suzuki should get something to hit here. The 1-0. Up and in. Missed, but got the strike from Bill Miller. 1-1. 1-1 count. The pitch from Treinen. Swing. That ball's rattled foul back out of play. 1-2. Birdie on second. Seiya Suzuki. Who's gone hitless here today. The 1-2. Swing, and that ball's ripped over to third, but it's an atom ball right at Max Muncy, and that'll end the inning. Cubs leave him stranded. We'll be back in a flash. 9th inning we go. Dodgers lead it by 2.
It is so hot outside, I almost called my ex so I could be around something shady.
There was no such thing as on demand. You couldn't just turn on a TV and be like, I want to see this
on
TV
demand.
show. Yeah, like what you have now is on demand. Like going to...
Like getting it right, like immediately? Is that what you mean?
That's
like demand?
on demand. Like demanding it right now. It's ready on demand. When you open Hulu, you go to season 12, episode 6, play, that is on demand. It is ready for you.
Ready,
That did not exist.
Oh, okay. Right.
It took you... Like, you would just have to wait months for the next season of a TV show.
Months?
They would leave it on a cliffhanger and have the season finale, and then you would just not know anything for like 3 months.
I would just wait until everything's there to watch it then.
There was no there. You had to watch it while it was on television.
You can save it. You can record it with the remote.
Throughout the entire 90s, we had no ability to pause, rewind, live TV.
You couldn't pause?
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
Listen, and we had a TV guide, okay? We had a TV guide.
A remote?
What?
A remote?
A book.
Armchair.
By the 1880s, newspapers and magazines and now baseball cards, printed up to help boost the sale of cigarettes, brought into the homes of young boys a generation of baseball heroes they would never get to see in person. Pete Browning, the old gladiator of the Louisville Eclipse, had a lifetime batting average of .343 and was the idol of Kentucky fans. One day in 1884, he broke his favorite bat. After the game, an apprentice woodworker named Bud Hillerick offered to make Browning a new bat. The next day, Browning went 3 for 3. Thereafter, he would use no one else's bats. It was the first Louisville Slugger, and Browning would eventually own more than 200 of them, to each of which he gave a name taken from the Bible.
Welcome back. Shohei Ohtani coming to bat for possibly the last time tonight. 9:30 local time in Japan. First pitch on the way is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. The 1-0. Swing. Fouls it back. 1-1. Ryan Brazier, the pitcher. Right-hander on for the Cubs. Brazier was a Dodger last year, so he got himself a ring. And he was a Red Sox back in 2018, so he has 2 of them. 1-1 misses inside, 2-1. 2-1 count to Ohtani. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. He came out of his shoes on that one. Shohei Ohtani wanted to go downtown Tokyo with that one. 2-2. The 3-1 to the 2-2-1. 2-2 to Ohtani, swung on. That ball's going to get banged down the right field line. That's going to rattle around in the corner like a pinball, and Shohei Ohtani has a leadoff double for the Dodgers. Good piece of hitting by Ohtani. Hammered that ball into the right field corner. That'll bring Tommy Edman to the plate. Pitch was down, and he went down and got it and laced it. They were playing him to pull in the outfield, but he still got it into the corner. First pitch on the way to Tommy Edman is swung on and chopped over to second. It's going to be an easy 4-3 putout. Ohtani moves to third. 1 away. 1 down. Teoscar Hernandez, the batter, righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Rifles that, fouling out of play. It's 0-1. Of course, baseball, the number one sport in Japan. Sold out capacity crowd. The 0-1 swing. That ball's ripped into the left field. That's going to get through for a base hit. And the LA Dodgers have taken themselves a 4-1 lead here in the top of the ninth. Good piece of hitting by Hernandez. Four to 1 your score. Brazier goes back to work. First pitch to Smith is in the dirt. It's 1-0. 9:34 p.m. local time in Tokyo. 8:35 a.m. Just switching over to 8:35 a.m. here on the East Coast. Game 1 of the 2025 World Series. 1-0. You talk about confused. When I woke up this morning to take my dogs out this morning around 4:30, they were like, what in the hell are we doing? The 1-0. Right there on the edge for a strike. It's 1-1. One count. Dodgers 4, Cubs 1. Here's the pitch. Outside wide, 2-1. Heart of the order due up for the Cubs in the bottom of the ninth inning. This one far from over. The 2-1. Fastball up top for a strike. Bit of a friendly strike there by Bill Miller, 2-2. Standing on deck is Muncy. Dodgers 4, Cubs 1. They flip over to first to keep the runner close by. There is a left-hander warming up in the Dodgers bullpen. The 2-2. Swung on and fouled back out of play. We'll do it again. Two count. Here's the pitch from Brazier. Outside wide ball, 3-2. So you got a full count again. 1 out. I do wonder if Hernandez may be going. He had a pretty sizable lead a couple of pitches ago when that ball was banged foul. 3-2, ball 4. Pitch is well below the knees. Hernandez was going on the play, but it'll be a walk. So no stolen base. And the Dodgers have runners on first and second, 1 out. First and second, 1 out. Max Muncy, the batter. Looks like Tanner Scott was the one warming up in the bullpen. First pitch on the way, misses high for a ball. It's 1-0. Another one of the big free agents that the Dodgers signed, the left-hander Scott. If they score another run, you wonder if they may sit him down, the 1-0. Swing, chops it back foul. 1-1. I wouldn't think so. This being just a 2-game series, you might as well use them, but sometimes these closers don't pitch as well when the save is not on the line. The 1-1. Down below the knees, outside wide, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Runner at second, one away. Brazier deals. Swing, pops it back foul. 2-2. Dodgers' Pacoda projections are up over 100 wins once again this year. I think the last time I saw it, it was 103. The 2-2. Fastball misses outside wide. 3-2. If they were to sweep this series from the Cubs, you could probably get a really good price of hitting the under on that. Because you got to figure at some point in September, they're going to have the division locked up, and they'll take the foot off the gas. 3-2. Check swing foul. Tried to lay off, but grabbed his bat. Do it again, full count. LA 4, Chicago 1. Top of the 9th inning. The payoff pitch. Swing! Fouls it straight back. There is a right-hander starting to get loose, so that might be our answer. If they do score, you may not get Tanner Scott. Get that right-hander's name to you in a second. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Pulled the string. I believe that's Landon Knack that's warming up in the bullpen. So the assumption is if they get another run, Knack would start the inning, and then if you need Scott to come in, you could always still go to him because he's warmed up. Mai goes out there to talk to Brazier. First and second, 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. Dodgers lead at 4-1. Brazier's at 21 pitches here in his first outing of 2025. Kike Hernandez digs in, swings out of his shoes at a pitch that was off the plate, down and away. It's 0-1. And if he's willing to swing at that, I would just throw him 2 more like that, and you'll be out of this inning. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Down and away, 1-1. 1-1 count. Brazier delivers, swing and a miss, 1-2. Yeah, Hernandez cannot hit that off-speed pitch. He is swinging and wailing and just waving an oar at it. I don't know why Brazier would throw him anything else at this point. The 1-2. Just misses same pitch. 2-2. Hernandez has always been known as a really good fastball hitter. Deuces wild, 2-on, 2 out. The 2-2 pitch. Swing! That ball's hammered off his instep. We'll do it again. Went back to the fastball, and he was able to make contact. Due up for the Cubs in the 9th inning will be Tucker, Bush, and Shaw. The 2-2 inside misses. Full count. So the runners are going to be on the go now. Two on, 2 out. Brazier steps off the mound as Bill Miller gives him a warning. The payoff pitch. Runners go. Swing. Pops it up. High in the sky. Shallow right field. Making the catch is the first baseman, Bush, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers add a run. We head to the ninth. Cubs need a rally here in game number 1.
So y'all can stand on the chair and tape your phone to the ceiling to do that dumbass challenge, but your smoke detector been beeping off here.
I live next door. I've got problems with the Wi-Fi.
Okay, so why are you here to me?
Well, it's your Wi-Fi, isn't it? Have you done something?
Okay, but I've not got a problem with my Wi-Fi.
You've put a password on it.
What do you mean?
Look, how long have I been here now? I've been here 2 years. I've happily used the Wi-Fi, and now I see that you've put a password on it, and I can't use it. I think you're being unreasonable.
Wait, what? What did you say?
Look, it's very simple. You have Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah, I have Wi-Fi, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, I've been happily using your Wi-Fi now for a couple of years, and all of a sudden you put a password on it, and I've got no access. I tell you what, you let me have your password, and that's the end of the problem.
Hold a minute, you've been using my Wi-Fi?
Well, I don't know how much of your Wi-Fi it is. I mean, it's a signal, isn't it? Right? Well, the signal doesn't remain just within your four walls, so what comes out here is public. It's on public property, right? It's public.
Okay, but now you can't because I put a password on it.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. So, look, there's two things we can do. One is, and I think the easiest thing is, let me have your password. Or, of course, you can always remove your password. I mean, it's just pretty easy, really. Simple as that.
Armchair.
Roger Connor of the New York Giants was the era's greatest home run hitter. He smashed 138 during his career, a record which would stand until Babe Ruth came along.
Pull up a chair. Welcome back. Tanner Scott will be the pitcher for the Dodgers. Cubs last shot here in the ninth inning, trailing 4-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way, swinging, sliced into left field. Nice sliding catch out there in left field. Man, was that a good defensive play by Conforto. He was one of those ones where he just kind of stuck out the glove and wished for the best. One away. The ball was slicing fast. One pitch, one out. Right-handed bat of Justin Turner now. Right there for a strike, it's 0-1. Turner, 11 home runs last year. Coming on to pinch hit. The 0-1, sawed off foul, 0-2. He's on to bat for Michael Bush, who does not fare well against left-handers, much less a left-hander like Tanner Scott. The rookie Shaw stands on deck. If anybody can get on Dansby Swanson, the 0-2. Woo! 96 right there on the outer edge. Just misses 1-2. That just missed the zone. 1-2 count. Pitch inside, 2-2. Dodgers 4, Cubs 1. Cubs are down to their last 2 outs. They need 2 bloops and a blast to get back in it. The 2-2, swing, drags that foul between home and third, excuse me. The 2-2 from Scott. Swing! Lifts it. High into right center field, but not very deep. Dying at just before the warning track. For out number 2, Paez makes the catch. F8 in your scorecard. 2 down. And the rookie Shaw comes to the plate. He's got that closed stance from the right side. Tries to basically like corkscrew as he comes out of the stance. First pitch on the way, 97 miles an hour. Fouls it straight back. It's 1-1. Same two teams tomorrow. As of right now, we're not going to have the game. Going to be at my other job, but I'm trying to get something worked out. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 96, about letter high, 0-2. So please like and subscribe, because if we do come on, it's going to be off the same feed. The 0-2. Scott comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. That'll end the game. Dodgers win 4-1. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Los Angeles. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Cubbies. The game itself took 2 hours and just about 40 minutes. And we'll give the game ball to Shohei Ohtani, who was 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored. He had RBIs from Rojas, Conforto, Smith, and Hernandez, as well as Edman. Dodgers win. They start the season off 1 game, 1 win, 1-0, and the Cubs are 0-1 to begin the 2025 campaign. If we can't carry the game tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow night. Braves-Yankees, 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll go live for the pregame show. First pitch, I believe, is 6:35. Y'all have a great one, and happy opening game, opening series in Japan in Major League Baseball. Braves win last game for Boston. Milwaukee loses it. That's the Boston Globe headline as the city's National League franchise is moving to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The National League owners officially approved the Braves move from Boston. The team is on the field, beating the Yankees in the 5th inning 3-0. The club, now representing Milwaukee as of 2:33 p.m. Eastern Time, blows the lead, dropping a 5-3 decision to the Yanks in Bradenton, Florida. The move made the Braves end their 77-year association with the city of Boston, becoming the first Major League club to move since Baltimore shifted to the New York Highlanders, later on becoming the Yankees in 1903. On this date in 1974, country singer Charlie Pride, best known for Kiss an Angel Good Morning, plays for the Texas Rangers in an exhibition game at the team's Pompano Beach training camp. The former Negro League right-hander grounds out and singles in 2 attempts in the team's 14-2 loss to Jim Palmer and the Baltimore Orioles. And on this date in 1985, Baseball Commissioner Peter Ueberroth reinstates Hall of Famers Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays. Major League Baseball banned the 2 Hall of Famers from associating due to their employment with the Atlantic City casinos. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today.